The tennis world expected Alex Eala to talk about her own journey, her own matches, and the pressure surrounding her rise. But instead, one unexpected Wimbledon prediction has suddenly placed her at the center of a completely different conversation. Alex Eala's choice of Linda Noskova as a possible Wimbledon champion has surprised fans, sparked debate, and raised one fascinating question: what does Alex see that so many others may be overlooking? On the surface, choosing Noskova feels bold. Wimbledon discussions usually revolve around the most established champions, the biggest names, and the players who have already proven themselves deep into Grand Slam tournaments. Fans often follow reputation. They look at past trophies, major finals, and global popularity. But players sometimes see tennis differently. They notice the weight of a serve. They recognize how early an opponent takes the ball. They understand which playing styles can become dangerous on a fast, low-bouncing grass court. And when a player like Alex Eala makes an unexpected choice, it may reveal more than simple admiration. It may show how carefully she studies the game. That is why this prediction has caught so much attention. Alex is not watching Wimbledon like an ordinary spectator. She understands the pressure of competing on a major stage. She knows how quickly momentum can change, how one confident service game can settle the nerves, and how a fearless player can suddenly become almost impossible to stop. Noskova possesses the kind of aggressive tennis that can create problems on grass. Her ability to strike the ball cleanly, attack short returns, and take control early in rallies makes her a dangerous opponent when her timing is sharp. Grass rewards players who make quick decisions. There is less time to recover, less time to build long patterns, and very little room for hesitation. A powerful first serve can immediately change the direction of a point. A deep return can put the server under pressure before the rally has properly begun. And a player who is willing to step inside the baseline can force even experienced opponents into uncomfortable positions. Perhaps that is what Alex recognizes. Maybe she sees a player whose game is built for sudden breakthroughs. Maybe she believes Noskova has the confidence to challenge the favorites. Or perhaps Alex simply understands that Wimbledon does not always follow the expected script. That is what makes the tournament special. Grass court tennis can produce dramatic swings. A player can look vulnerable in one match and completely fearless in the next. The margins are extremely small. One loose service game, one difficult tiebreak, or one moment of hesitation can change an entire tournament. Still, predicting a champion is never simple. Noskova would have to manage enormous pressure, adjust to different opponents, and remain composed through several difficult rounds. Powerful tennis alone is not enough. Wimbledon also tests movement, patience, shot selection, and emotional control. A player must know when to attack and when to protect the point. She must handle slices that stay low, returns that arrive quickly, and opponents who rush the net. She must stay calm when the crowd begins supporting the other side. And most importantly, she must recover mentally after every difficult moment. That uncertainty is exactly why Alex's choice feels so interesting. She did not appear to follow the safest prediction. She seemingly looked beyond popularity and focused on possibility. That is the mindset of someone who is beginning to understand the WTA Tour at a deeper level. For Filipino fans, this moment also says something important about Alex herself. The young Filipina tennis star is no longer being viewed only as a promising player from the Philippines. She is becoming part of the wider tennis conversation. Her opinions carry more weight because supporters know she is competing against elite athletes, studying their patterns, and experiencing the same pressure from the other side of the net. Every stage of Alex's journey has been followed with emotion across the Philippines. Families watch her matches together. Young athletes study her determination. Overseas Filipino workers stay awake despite the time difference. Supporters from Manila to communities around the world celebrate every breakthrough because they understand what her rise represents. She is carrying more than a racket. She is carrying expectation, national pride, and the hope that Philippine tennis can build something lasting. But Alex's prediction also reminds us that great players must be great students of the sport. Her own progress will depend on many of the same qualities she may admire in Noskova: controlled aggression, confident serving, disciplined footwork, and courage during pressure points. Alex's left-handed game can create uncomfortable angles, especially when she moves opponents wide and attacks the open court. Her return pressure can help her take control before rallies become too physical. On grass, however, she must remain balanced, keep her preparation compact, and avoid allowing opponents to dictate with the first powerful strike. She must also continue developing her net play. Grass often rewards players who recognize the right moment to move forward. Finishing points at the net can prevent opponents from recovering and can reduce the physical demand of long rallies. Mental cool, composure will matter just as much as technique. The hardest part of becoming a rising star is that the element of surprise eventually disappears. Opponents begin studying your patterns. They learn where you prefer to serve, how you respond under pressure, and which side they should target during important moments. Alex must keep evolving, and perhaps that is another reason her Noskova prediction matters. It shows that she is paying attention not only to her own matches, but also to the qualities that can turn a talented player into a genuine Grand Slam contender. Of course, Wimbledon cannot be won through prediction. It must be earned point by point. Noskova would still face dangerous opponents, changing conditions, and the emotional pressure that comes with every successful round. Nothing is guaranteed, and Alex's choice should be understood as a bold tennis opinion rather than a certain outcome, but bold predictions create conversation because they challenge what everyone assumes. Maybe Alex has spotted a genuine championship threat before the wider public. Maybe Noskova's aggressive style will become one of the tournament's biggest stories. Or maybe Wimbledon will once again prove that no prediction can survive the pressure of the grass courts. Whatever happens, Alex Eala has made people look more closely, and that may be the most powerful part of this moment. She is showing that her growing presence in tennis is not limited to results. She is developing a voice, a perspective, and an understanding of the sport that fans increasingly want to hear. The whole Philippines is watching Alex's journey, but Alex is also watching the tennis world around her. She is learning from every player, every match, and every pressure-filled moment. Today, she may be predicting a Wimbledon champion. Tomorrow, Filipino fans will hope that other players are discussing Alex Eala in exactly the same way. So what do you think? Is Linda Noskova a genuine Wimbledon title threat, or has Alex Eala made one of the boldest predictions of the tournament? Share your opinion and your champion pick in the comments. And for more Alex Eala updates, Filipino tennis stories, WTA analysis, and Grand Slam coverage, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss the next chapter.